How's it going, guys? Welcome to Wednesday's upload. Now, I'm probably talking a little bit quiet because there are, like, people home right now. And it's like, I don't like narrating when people are home. It really fucking throws me off. But I'm going to do it all the same anyway. Don't worry about it. Probably just a little bit quieter because reasons. So, anyways, I have an Ubers match against Docs. That's the name he told me to put down. So, we'll just go ahead and play it back right now. Now, there's not really anything, too particularly interesting about his Ubers team. It's just Sun with Groudon and Ho-Oh, and then, get Fortress for hazards, I don't know. I don't really know what to think about the team. It's not really threatening, like a whole synergetic core of confagregations and shit. I don't know. It's just 6 Ubers, and then I brought things that kind of correlate to a theme team. You might recognize this theme team, some of you anyway. But I figure, Blaziken's not coming down anytime soon, so we'll just move the rest of the team up. And we'll see how it works out, and it actually worked out pretty good, which is why I'm showing you today. So, he sets up the Sun because, I don't have anything weather-wise on my team, so the sooner you can get the weather set up, the better. So, I decided to go for the Seed Flare, take the fairly obvious bait. Even if I do end up, hitting the Ho-Oh in on the switch, I'm going to go for the Air Slash anyway. That's a 60% chance to flinch. He does have the -2 Spit After Drop from the Seed Flare, and I do get a flinch right there, so he's going to have to get out of there. Now, what I don't know at this point is when he gets out of there, he's going to get 33% of his HP back thanks to an illegal Dream World ability that he failed to tell me about before the game. And let me tell you guys that got annoying quick. I wouldn't have cared so much if he had told me, but he didn't tell me, and just seeing the thing come back from, like, 0, just, ugh. Okay, so right now, I go for an Air Slash, and it does hit the Dialga, and I'm like, you know what, he's gonna go for a Fire move, and I might as well just go into Blaziken. He goes for Fire Blast, misses even fucking better, He does go into Groudon right now because of physically defensive wall, but I'm just going to go for the high jump kick anyway. Pray that it doesn't miss, because you know me by now, I miss high jump kicks like it's my last name. So, fortunately it hits, and he's at the range where I'm like, you know what, Stab, Flare Blitz, in the Sun, all that shit, should clean him out, no doubt. If it was at, a little bit fuller health, like if I missed a high jump kick or something, then I would have had my doubts right there. I probably would have switched out. But he's at like 50-60% HP. Just because it's Sun boosted thanks to his own ability, I feel comfy going for it, and it works out. So, got some speed boost going on, just I'm Blaziken Ubers, and I'm looking okay. And then I make a really stupid move right here by going for Shadow Claw. Now, I have Shadow Claw over Stone Edge because Giratina. I run into more Giratinas against Blaziken than I do Ho-Oh and Rayquaza. And even still, in both of those scenarios, I definitely should have gone for a Flare Blitz. I don't know what the hell I was thinking right there. That was just a really stupid play, because, Shadow Claw is like 70 or 75, something like that. Like, Flare Blitz would be like 120, boosted to 180 with Stab, boosted some more with Sun, and then cut that in half. That is easily more than 75 right off the bat. That would have gotten me a little bit better and would have made him regenerate, a little bit less. Well, not regenerate less. He would have had less after a generation when he come in. So, whatever. I bring in this guy in because I know it's faster, and I might as well just drop an Air Slash on it. But it does go out to Dialga again. And this stupid motherfucker, let me tell you, he's Scarfed, and he hits a Thunder in the Sun. That is like flipping a coin, guys. It is those exact odds. You call it wrong, your Thunder misses. But thankfully, I hit my Earth Power. And right here, I decided to change it up a little bit, because he's at a low amount of health. And I know how much Air Slash is doing, so I'm like, I'll just switch it up on the off chance he goes into Ho-Oh or his own Skyman. I was really hoping he'd go into his own Ho-Oh, but I'm definitely, going to take on the Skyman, no problem. So, Skyman in itself is really good at dishing out hits, but it can't take him, especially because mine's super effective against his, mine's Stab, and all that, Skyman versus Skyman, whoever hits the other person first wins, and that's how it works in Skyman Wars. So, got that Skyman out of the way. I don't think I've said Skyman enough, but whatever. In comes Rayquaza. So, I do have HP Ice on this thing. I was thinking it was either going to be this Skyman that had growth on it for the Sun, but it doesn't make sense because I don't run Sun on this team, so this one's probably the one with like a full coverage set. So, that's what I was thinking. So I tried to go for the HP Ice on the off chance he would Dragon Dance or Swords Dance, something predicted on the switch, and I could have O-code him, but he just kills me off with E-Speed. That kind of works out. Also tells me what item he is too, which is, it's good to know that he's not Bandit or, anything like that. He's not Choiced, I suppose. I don't know what item he would be. But I see Life Orb, and that's fucking common. So I bring in Metagross, and I'm like, as long as he doesn't have the Overheat or the Fire Blast or anything like that, I can come in, go for an Ice Punch, but he does go out to Fortress, so fairly obvious, whatever. Plan right here is I'm going to go into Scizor. Now, I've changed the EVs around on this guy a little bit, so I think he's a little bit more specially defensive as opposed to the build I was running on the standard team, which I think was just a full-out, you know, offensive one, you know, attack and speed. This has some HP and some other shit in it. It's a little bit bulkier of a spread, you know, just to suit the Uber environment. But I go for the Swords Dance nonetheless, and see, I'm going to go for the Bullet Punch right here just to see how much it does, and had I gone for the Flare Blitz earlier, that probably would have killed him right there, and that's why Shadow Claw was stupid. But he goes for the Sacred Fire. He does have a 5% chance to miss, but that happens to me. It happens to me, not to him. So, he's going to take me out with the Sacred Fire, no big deal. But the thing is now that when I want to revenge kill him, I'm going to bring in my Rayquaza, you know, go for the E-Speed and stuff, right? But he's going to switch out, regenerate 30% or 33% of his health, something like that. Anyway, he's going to go out and come back in and then just have more health, and it's just going to piss me off. So, he brings in his Dialga just to die to whatever move, so I found that, you know, to be a pretty smart play in itself. Because, you know, he's going to get a safe switch in after as well as get back some more HP. And, that's a big pain in my side. So, at least I kill it off. So, in comes the Ho-Oh again, that one, which you probably can't see. I don't know why I'm pointing, even though there's going to be like a video right there. You probably saw it at the beginning. But, he keeps switching out and back in, just, you know, to bait me to do different moves and stuff like that. And I want to go for D-Dances, but I can't until this Fortress is dead, because I do not want to take a Gyro Ball from this thing. Now, I think this is a full-on offensive set, or I might have Fire Blast. That might be mixed. It might, okay, so it is mixed. So I did have Fire Blast, and right here is just kind of a prediction game of whether or not I'm going to go for Fire Blast on this thing, or whether or not I'm going to Dragon Claw this thing. I need to figure out what he's going to do. And I need to conserve my HP as well, because he can just bleed me dry and Life Orb damage. But I'm going to go into Vaporeon right now, because I think he's actually going to end up going for the Sacred Fire. You know, to try to burn me, because he can take a hit from that range, easy. I don't even think I have Stone Edge on that set either. But he goes for the Brave Bird and does a fuck ton, guys. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I don't even remember what... I think this might be specially defensive for some stupid reason. But there goes the Brave Bird. 2-hit KO on Vaporeon. Vaporeon's probably not the best thing in Ubers to be running, but I don't really want to run like a different water type. I suppose I could maybe run Manaphy in its stead, you know, in Ubers, but I don't know. I like Vaporeon for that role better. So, I'll think about it. I'll give it some thought. So, he's going to switch out, and I think I ended up just going for the Dragon Claw. I'm just like, this is getting old really fucking quick. So, I'm tempted to go for another Dragon Claw here, predicting a switch back to Ho-Oh, but I was like, you know what? He's going to change things up eventually. He's not going to keep up this pattern. So I do go for the Fire Blast, and I'm finally able to take out the fucking Fortress. But that Ho-Oh just keeps regenerating health, you know, again and again and again. It's a Phoenix. It keeps coming back from the brink, you know. That's how it works, you know, when Phoenix down, Final Fantasy. You know how that works. But he's got a Rayquaza, and he has his Ho-Oh left. Now, what I have to do here is I have to switch out, go into my Metagross, and maybe stall him for a little bit more on Life Orb damage, and hope that I can take, like, an EQ and maybe a Dragon Claw or whatever he decided to go for right now. But he goes for an E-Speed. I'm like, okay, he's not boosted. Hopefully this doesn't hurt too bad so I can take another move. I mean, if I can take an Earthquake from this range, that'll be fucking fantastic. But if I can't, I understand. You know, it's worth a shot. I'm at like 60% HP. Maybe I'm overestimating my natural bulk. And Rayquaza's just superior fucking attack in general. But it did help me a little bit with Life Orb damage. Not really, you know, that's not really fantastic, but hey. So, I am actually going to end up going for a Dragon Claw on this turn, I think, because I think someone told me, I forget who it was, but they were like, you can live in E-Speed pretty easy. Now, if I had like 9 more health, I'd be able to get off another Life Orb hit, but I do think that this Rayquaza is my last one. So, at least I get to take out the opposing Rayquaza, which is nice, but unfortunately, the only thing left on his side of the field is that fucking Ho-Oh, which I failed to kill because of, you know, the Flare Blitz and stuff. But it still ended up being a pretty close game. Otherwise, I enjoyed it in hindsight, I suppose. And I'm enjoying it right now, and I hope you guys did too. So if you did, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. And let me see. Tournament people. Tournament fucking people. Let me tell you about the end of the tournament. Oh wait, I can't. You guys gotta finish your matches. Go do them. Jesus Christ. Okay. Just kidding. But seriously, hurry up. So, I got, I have recorded an episode of Penumbra that will be probably in your sub boxes later tonight, because I know you guys like watching that shit at night. Or maybe you don't. I would. That's why I upload it at night. But I got Battle Video, then TCG, then Penumbra, and then I think that's everything on my plate for today. So, I guess just keep an eye out on your sub boxes for all three, because they are sitting on my desktop at the moment. Well, not this one. Gotta render this one first, and then it'll be on my desktop. You got my point? Anyways, I'm rambling. See you tomorrow.